Why did the member secretary not sign the report as it's being said? You know, what Anbu Kumar, I mean, he did not sign the report, and there are, you know, there is a kind of a thing that he did not sign the report because he did not think that it was completed. Nizam Foujdar.
The BJP seems to be so scared of the report. The kind of fear, if you look at, how Vijendra, who is the BJP Karnataka chief, he says, what was the Siddaramaiah government doing when it had the report? When the report was ready, we demitted the office in 2018, and Kumaraswamy's government came, and then the government was robbed by the BJP, and in the last 3.5, 4 years, the BJP was ruling the Karnataka state, and they were sitting on this file. Now the question is, when we want to release the caste survey, and how can a file be missing? What is the conspiracy here? The conspiracy is that, if the file is missing, it means who wants this file to be missing is the first question. If the BJP is really serious of giving justice to the various sections of the society, what have they done? They have done nothing.
Okay.
They basically want to basically keep the same old system and reap benefit from the political narrative that they
But
have.
Nizam, is
Why
Jayaprakash
is the file?
Hegde part of the BJP? I thought he is not,
No,
because you know
no. Are
he's
you?
the one who's told the press that the worksheet is
The
missing. He
question
was the
is,
one who said Anbu
the,
Kumar signatures are missing. वो कब से बीजेपी के नुमाइंदे हो गए?
no, no. Let us see. If we cannot blame the Mr. Hegde, we can
अरे
blame him when it is proof that he has deliberately missed the file. I'm
no
not
one
saying
said
that. I'm
deliberately.
saying if the file is no. Let me finish, ma'am. If the file is missing, how did the file go missing? Who is behind this? Who
अच्छा.
doesn't want this file to be
So is the
released?
file
Who
missing?
doesn't want this caste survey to be
Mr.
released?
Faujdar, is
Yeah,
the file
possible.
missing?
We can.
Oh
The
my God.
conspiracy theory, the
हाँ.
conspiracy theory and the BJP are synonym to each other.
अच्छा.
They can plan anything.
Mr.
They can
Gowda, do you
plan
want to
against the
respond
will
to
of.
that? Because it's one of the
Yes,
most
yes, yes,
bizarre
yes.
things I've
I do
heard.
want to.
Yeah,
Because
sir, first of
apparently
all,
our Congress
Mr. Gowda, let me say, all this has come from the chair, respected honorable chairperson. He has changed his statements, and I am going to say allegedly, because you never know. I hear it, but he has said that first there were no signatures were missing, then he said, listen, the worksheets have gone missing, then he said the entire report is there, it's under the safekeeping of the lock and key. Now Mr. Faujdar says maybe the report is missing. Mr. Gowda, doesn't it also surprise
Yeah.
you totally?
See, apparently our Congress spokesperson does not know the chronological sequences. When was Anbu Kumar member secretary? During the 2016 and
Yeah,
2017, he was relieved from the post. He's a
right.
good friend of mine. I know
Huh.
what is his schedule. So the point is very simple. When Anbu Kumar's signature was missing, it was in 2017 when the report was supposed to be submitted. The
Yes,
report was ready, believe me or not, in November 2016, and it was
correct.
supposed to be submitted then.
Huh.
And Siddaramaiah said, wait till 2018 January. And
Okay.
even then, the report was not accepted by the government and it just left like that. That is a part one of the saga.
Huh.
Part two of the saga is the report is 56 parameters are set in the report and not giving the weightage for each of the things. The
Huh.
most scientific survey done on SECC was by BP Mandal Commission during 1979. The
All
report
right.
was
Yeah.
submitted in
Yeah.
August 1980. And believe me or not, the parameters and the weightage was set by BP Mandal. And the similar pattern should have been asked by then the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah to be applied for the Kantraj
Yeah, Mr.
Commission.
Gowda,
There is
just a
no
minute, let me
weightage
interject.
given. The
It's
point
getting
is,
to be
let
very
us understand
interesting.
very clearly
Mr.
that is
Gowda, Mr.
yeah.
Gowda, the report was also leaked. Some of my colleagues saw it. I did not see it. I'm going to tell you honestly. Some of my colleagues saw it. Are you also saying, I can't
Hold on
hear
a
you,
minute.
sir.
The leaked report were shown to me even by my senior journalist friends.
Yeah, right.
In fact,
I
I
didn't
also
see it.
seen it.
So I am
That's the
asking
kind
you,
of the things what
are you saying
Siddaramaiah
it
had
was
given
done in a very
instructions.
unscientific way? Are you saying that the BP Mandal template was not applied to this caste census? Or do you?
Absolutely yes.
Okay.
Absolutely yes. And as well as our KPCC General Secretary should understand what was their intention during the Kaka Kelkar Committee or BP Mandal Commission
Huh.
reports. They throwed it to the dustbin. That is the kind of the commitment they have towards the OBC. In fact, to be honest, SCCC survey was asked by Veerappa Moily in 2009. The same Rahul Gandhi and same Sonia Gandhi said, we do not need
No,
SCCC.
but Siddaramaiah
After
would have
when the
been
RJD
happy.
and SP
No,
came
but
together and
wait,
said,
sir,
we need SCCC
Gowda
survey,
sir,
only then they agreed.
Gowda
Only
sir.
then they agreed. And GOM
If the
suggested very
backwards
clearly,
were
let us
showing,
do a caste
if the
census in
backwards were
2011. Why
showing,
did they not do?
Mr. Gowda, if the backwards were showing more numbers, it would only make Siddaramaiah happy. You know, why should he be unhappy? I don't understand. Maybe it is other political reasons.
Politics, Sudhaji,
Huh?
it's a
Yeah,
politics.
it
You
is.
know,
No. Of
how
course
can
it's
all of us
politics,
say
sir.
Nayakas be
Of
included
course
in
it's
Kurva
politics.
community and they do
Banuchandar,
not marry each other? And whereas
Banuchandar, I
Vakaligas
want to ask you that it's clearly, it's such a mess. It's a right royal mess as I see it. Do you think that apart from this is a mess, it's a political mess, but you know what? I am going to stick my neck out and I am also going to say that it seems like it's a bureaucratic kind of a mess. It seems like someone has made a mistake somewhere. You know, Banuchandar, when I was thinking about it today, I was thinking about when I would get very poor marks in mathematics. My mother would ask me, where is the paper? I say, I lost it. She would say, you lost it? I said, yeah, I lost it. I know all of you are laughing. This is how I survived in class 5 until the final report card came and it showed a red line in maths. Everything else 100, maths 0. So I want to ask you, is something like that happening? I've lost the paper sheet. I don't have it, Amma. I don't know where it's gone. What do you have to say to that?
So your the cat ate the homework story is going to inspire politicians. Sudha, you might not be careful with that. so I think what's happening in Karnataka is that on this particular issue of the caste survey, we should keep saying it as a survey. It's not a census because it's not enumerated person to person. So it is a caste survey. What has happened with the caste survey issue is that it is divided on the base of caste and not in terms of parties. Because as you saw, even DKS and Vakaliga leaders from other parties, including the BJP, have actually come out against it. So I think for reasons that are quite obvious, which is that, I mean, the politics of Karnataka might look like as if it is a Lingayat and Vakaliga politics, but approximately these communities add up to probably 25%. So I think these two communities want to maintain their primacy, while there are people like the CM Siddaramaiah who wants to be the leader of the next 75 or want to position himself as the leader of the next the rest 75% of the population approximately. I mean, we don't know the exact numbers right now. So I think this is what is playing out, and I think the spokesperson of the Congress party is siding with what Mr. Rahul Gandhi was saying or what Siddaramaiah was saying. I think there is a pan-India, we can extrapolate this sentiment to all over India. Maybe we'll take it up during the course of the conversation.
Right, all right. Vijay Grover, let me welcome you to the show. Vijay Grover, if we go by the presumption, and I'm saying we are making presumptions here, that if, you know, the numbers are not the way one has imagined it to be, which means that the two dominant communities, Vakaligas and Lingayats, may not have the social and political heft that they actually, you know, have for such a long time in Karnataka politics, and it's maybe the other caste, or if I can say the OBCs perhaps right at the top, or the backwards right at the top. Shouldn't that be making Siddaramaiah happy? Because he's seen to be the hero of the Ahindas. I mean, is he in a conundrum? Is he कि मैं जाऊं तो किधर जाऊं, इधर जाऊं या उधर जाऊं? Because his deputy CM is now saying, listen, there are two avatars. One is a Vakaliga avatar, the other is a deputy chief minister avatar. So Siddaramaiah has really gotten himself into, you know, several knots. Would you concede, Vijay Grover? Unmute yourself, sir. Unmute yourself, Vijay ji.
Yeah, you able to hear me now?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if we were to look at the scenario, Siddaramaiah looks like he's in a cage where, you know, he doesn't know which way to move because every side he's getting pinned down either with the Vakaliga community leaders or the Lingayat community leaders and the others who want to, you know, get this report shelved. Now, very clearly, Siddaramaiah has played his politics well. He could have leaked the report that time, because at that time there were talks that, maybe his relationship or his innings with the Congress might not pan out beyond 2018, because there were rumors which were there at that time of him floating a separate outfit. So maybe the report was put in full story during that time. And obviously the JDS, the BJP did not touch it, because they know that, it is like something that could trigger a huge tsunami, and nobody wants a political tsunami at this juncture in the state, and that is where we stand today. So while the Congress looks cornered with the DK Shivakumar having the double role of a Vokkaliga leader and the deputy chief minister, the BJP itself actually may not be caged, tied down at the moment, but certainly there are leaders, even DK, R. Ashok and Vijendra, who may be like, actually giving a sigh of relief if the report doesn't come out. Because, as presumptuous as the report is, or, what we are talking about,
Yeah.
the dominance of these two communities, which have been the drivers of politics in the state, certainly seems to be coming down. And that is where there is that, cat amongst pigeons kind of a scenario, where we are seeing that nobody wants the report to be tabled and let the 2024 elections pass, and then we will see what to do with this entire report, or what needs to
All
be
right.
done. So except Siddaramaiah, who actually stands to gain, I would say that, in case, the Vokkaligas and the Lingayats stall it, it still makes him the tallest OBC leader, and that is
Absolutely.
where he stands comfortable.
Absolutely. That was my point as well. Nizam Foujdar, coming to you, you also raised your hand. Is there something you want to add to the conversation? But I also want to ask you again, allegedly, if the chairperson says that a worksheet is missing, apparently that has the methodology which has been adopted. Something doesn't sound right there, no, Nizam Foujdar?
सही बात है, चोर बहुत शोर मचाता है। इतना शोर बीजेपी मचा रही है कि क्या हो गया इस मिसिंग शीट को। ये पिछले 3 साल, in the last 3 years, who was the custodian of those files? In the last 3 years, who was in charge of the government? In the last 3 years, who were supposed to release these papers and this data? They didn't do it. Now they're saying the files are missing. How is it missing? What is the possibility of? Lekin, let me ask you. Let me put it this way. What is the intent of the BJP? Why are they scared of these numbers? Why are they not willing to give justice to the various communities across the length and the breadth of the Indian society? Why are they so scared? Why is Vijendra again and again saying we are trying to please Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi?
Right.
So what if I'm just pleasing Rahul
Yeah,
Gandhi
yeah,
and Sonia
sure.
Gandhi?
Yeah.
These two people are pleased,
What's
but the
your
rest of
party
the
stand on Deputy
140.
Chief Minister? How do you look at
Let me
that
let me
complete split
let,
personality, the role, double
let
role
me
he is
come
playing? Yeah,
let
go
me
on.
let me complete.
Yeah,
If only two people are pleased, the rest 140 crore people should be happy that okay, this
right.
data came
Okay,
in,
yeah,
it's irrelevant, it is not relevant, we don't really have to bother.
yeah, sure.
But the BJP's hue and cry, जो आंसू जो जो मगरमच्छ के आंसू जो इतने बह रहे हैं ना, इससे सुनामी आ जाएगा, ये सही बात है।
चलिए, आपकी बात मैं मान लेती
लोग
हूँ,
इनको
मगरमच्छ है, लेकिन आप
लोग
ये
लोग
बताइए,
इनको
ये आप बताएं
सेंटर
कि
से
डीके
उठाकर
शिवकुमार
बाहर
का जो
फेंक
डबल
देंगे,
रोल है
तब
राम
ये
और
दुनिया
श्याम का,
बंद करेंगे।
उसके बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे? दैट ही इज प्लेइंग दिस डबल रोल, सीता और गीता और राम और श्याम, वॉट एवर यू वॉन्ट टू कॉल इट. ही इज अ Vokkaliga leader. Yes, he is. But he is also the Deputy Chief Minister. You are saying that if the BJP and others have such a problem about the permutation and commutation, the matrix changing, your own Deputy Chief Minister has a problem, no, Nizam Foujdar?
No, the Congress party has one single ideology which says justice to everybody, equality to everybody. Everybody needs to progress. Everybody needs to get educated. Everybody needs to get
Right. I
jobs.
want the
So the
producers to
social
put up
justice
that
is
quote
important.
of DK Shivakumar on the screen right now, where he clearly says it's unscientific. He says, listen, I have to also, he says, many communities are fighting for a proportional reservation, scheduled castes, Panchamachalis, Veerashaiva and Vokkaligas are all fighting. These demands are cutting across party lines. Certain communities have, however, said that they have not been contacted before the census and hence are demanding a scientific caste census. He's also said what is wrong with it. Mr. Gowda, go ahead, because the Congress seems to be on a back foot now.
Let me answer.
one second,
Sudhaji,
Nizam.
let me answer.
Nizam, 1 second.
You said
Please know the
Ram और
facts.
श्याम,
Please know
सीता
the
और
facts
गीता.
about your own
इस
Congress.
उनके स्टेटमेंट में
काका
मुझे
केसकर
कहाँ से
कभी
दोगलापन दिखता है मुझे
है,
बताइए.
बिल्कुल
He
है.
is very clear. He is very clear. He is saying, he is simply saying, I may not agree to the methodology, but the caste survey needs to be done. It needs to be
He says it's
released. So there
unscientific.
is no
He's
duplication.
dismissed it.
So
He's dismissed the Kantaraju caste census. Mr. Gowda, go ahead.
once
Mr. Gowda, let's hear Gowda. Let's hear Mr. Gowda.
And 15 commission reports have been submitted in Karnataka. 15 commission reports. What was the Congress government? 55 years they were ruled in Karnataka. What were you doing? What were you doing? We have been in power only for 8 years and we have done the justice for everybody. You want to come and see? Please come to my village. Everybody has been benefited by the schemes of Modi government and the Karnataka BJP government then.
Mr. Gowda, but of course you agreed that you were in power for 8 years, no? What did Basavaraj Bommai and the rest do? What did BJP do? It's all very well for you to shout from the rooftops today. What did you do with the report? You are as unfair as the rest of the government, sir.
Let me tell you, Sudhaji. Let me tell you. This report was very unscientific, which was leaked.
Okay.
And in fact, when the parameters were checked, that itself was very clear indicator that this report cannot be accepted by any government. And Siddaramaiah was playing a mischief during his first tenure, as well as now too. There is a drama between DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah. ನೀನು ಹತ್ತಂಗ್ ಮಾಡು ನೀವು ಚೂಟಂಗ್ ಮಾಡು ನಾನು ಹತ್ತಂಗ್ ಅಳ್ತೀನಿ. Meaning to say that you pinch me, I will start crying. That is the drama between DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah.